We are in Unit 4 now. Yeah. Come again.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Hello, Anita.
Yes, sir. Good evening. ठीक है भेजते हैं.
You know, as long as I'm teaching the language, it doesn't really bother me. Especially your class, it's fun.
Today
Yeah.
you are looking very different. Background and all.
Different. Yes. It's looking a little better than earlier, more organized and all, right?
Have you titled that?
Yeah, did it last night. Okay, so was there any homework? What test? Okay. Yes, we are gonna read that. Yep. The secret to a long life, please. Yeah, sure. Just give me a second. Oh, samosas. I rarely have them. Send some water. Send some chilled water, please. Okay, yesterday this Live to be a Great Age took a lot of time. No, almost 20 minutes we discussed only this one thing. So, yeah, somebody lives a long life. May God bless you. I hope you live a long life. Okay, no problems. Absolutely fine. I want to live to be 100. हम 100 साल जीना चाहते हैं. I want to live to be 100. That's all. Okay. हमको ना 90 साल जीना, ज़्यादा नहीं जीना. I want to live to be 90. Okay. Okay. 4.4, read and listen to the text and answer the questions. Let me share my screen. I thought that I would like to maybe sometimes stand and keep my feet on them because, yeah, they give good acupressure, to your feet. That's why. I've got plenty actually. I've got so many downstairs as well. So we can have for each student a couple. Ankush Beta, bring these, okay, from downstairs more. And I think there are some upstairs as well. There are some upstairs. Bring them as well. Okay. If you don't understand, ask me. If you don't understand what I'm saying, ask me. All right. How long did the grandfather live?
He lived to be
100. 100. He lived to be exactly 100.
No, 101.
101. Okay.
Okay, the grandfather is the book.
Okay. How long did the grandfather live? He lived to be 101. Where did he die? Oh, sorry, where did he live?
He lived near a very good, big industrial.
Okay, keep this on this chair. It will capture everybody's voice. Yes. And what kind of shop did he have?
He did have.
He did have, no, he had.
Okay, he had. So he had
a fish and chip shop.
And
right.
Now the question comes,
Yeah.
sir, I have what is the difference between I have and I do have? So you bought this and intentionally you cut it down?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Do you want them under your feet, guys? Slide some for them as well. Like this. In the winter season, it's going to be very useful because the floor is very cold, and they're easy to clean. The big ones, they are not easy to clean because so much of dust and hair and so many other things get stuck, and you have to hit them really hard on the floor, slam them to get the dirt out, or sometimes you have to wash them under the water as well. But these small pieces, they're very easy to clean as well. They won't get that dirty. Okay, no problem. Leave them here. Okay, leave them here. Leave them here. All right. Leave them here. Okay, and so your question, the difference between
Yeah, I do have
and I have. I do have is called emphatic. Not only I do have, any present simple sentence or past simple sentence, positive sentence with the existence of the helping verb, okay, with the helping verb are called emphatic sentences. When you want to emphasize the action verb, okay.
Good evening, sir.
I don't have a car, but I do have a bike. So when you want to emphasize the verb, then you sometimes bring the do, does, did in present simple and past simple sentences. I don't have
Good
a
evening,
car, but I
sir.
do have a bike.
Wow.
Hello,
Good
Faizan.
What
What
a
a
bad.
Good evening.
background, sir.
Isn't
Oh,
Oh, I had quite a few, okay, but this one I liked best. I had three. The moment I saw this one, I said, I want this.
You can download more.
Yes, definitely. And
Zoom,
this
sir.
just goes.
This effect, this background on Zoom, sir, especially in Zoom app.
No. You can download it from anywhere. As long as you have a picture on your computer, you can use it as a virtual background. I think, processor is a little old and slow, maybe. That's why a virtual video background is not possible.
It's
When I
also
try to,
your character, sir, as a teacher.
I know, Rakhi, I've never worked on that thing, brand building, like I come in any shirt, I sit in
Where did
any
you get this background?
posture. I never work on anything like this, like what you call brand building, what others will see and say, wow, it's impressive. I think substance is everything, but packaging is also important, remember, everywhere, right? So maybe it is high time I did something for the packaging.
Sir, where did you get this background?
It was on Twitter, actually.
Okay, wow. And how did you
I
put that?
downloaded. It's easy, I downloaded the picture, and then Zoom allows me to add virtual backgrounds. Okay, look,
It's
I'm
good
changing
for your
it.
YouTube videos,
Okay, I changed it.
Now you are looking like a cricketer.
Now I'm in another room. I'm in space. Okay. Here, I'm doing the press conference, right?
Wake up with that mic.
Come again?
Let me come
Then
with that
search-
mic.
Yeah.
sir. Then search lots of background and put and change all means every class
Daily.
you have to change this.
Yeah, you're right. I should have a different background every day so that it
Yeah.
doesn't feel repetitive. You're right. I will have many.
Really?
Yeah, it won't cost me anything,
Won't cost you anything, but
It it will take one click and it will work for the rest of the day. I don't have to go select, and it's not a lot of work. You just saw me clicking through different backgrounds, so.
but it takes a
It is
lot
nice
when
for
you are-
today. That background is
It takes what?
When you are going to choose the background, like for some days, it is very fancy. You will go and
Just
download a
one.
new background.
No, even suppose what happens if I have 10. If I
Then you can choose from that.
and
it
don't
is
shake
easier.
too much,
I'm not going to have hundreds. When
Once
I
you
see
put the
something really
background,
nice, then yes, Shahid.
once you put the background, don't shake too much.
Don't
Shake.
Don't shake, sir. Hold on.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Otherwise, it becomes obvious that it is a virtual background. You're
Don't
right.
shake
When you
means, sir.
don't move, don't move. He's asking
Don't
me
move.
not to move a lot.
Okay,
He's
okay.
asking me not to move a lot. Okay. All right. So I know that I need to work on my packaging a little bit, in every way. Last 2 years, I've been a little rather slack in this department, in this aspect. There was a time that my appearance, my personality, these things were especially, I will say, talked about. People were jealous of these things, the way I presented myself, the way I dressed myself, the tie, the black shoes, the way I entered the class, the way I stood in the class, and all these things mattered. And I somehow, I think it's because of my age, like today, I know back then when I was like that, if I compare myself as a teacher today and myself as a teacher back then of course I'm a much better teacher today than back then. But yes, personality wise, I would impress people more in the past. Today, I appear just like another person. But again, people come here to learn English from me. So I feel that the substance matters, but I will definitely do a little bit, the bare minimum needed, because I'm sometimes taking it a little too much for granted. Okay, coming back to this question. I have answered your question, right? Yeah. I did invite him. I don't know why he simply decided to ignore it. I did invite him,
Okay.
but I don't know why he decided to ignore it completely. Okay. Now, what kind of shop did he have? Hey,
He
Guria.
had a fish and chip shops.
He had a fish and chip shop. Okay. Fish and chips. Okay. Why did everybody love him? Oh, how many children did he have?
He had children.
Two, a son and
He
a
has
daughter.
two children, one daughter and one son.
Okay.
He had, sir, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
He had is correct, yeah. He have. Which one is correct?
He had. He
He
had.
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 He had means
He
tha, but
He had.
Yes.
No. He had. You can say.
yeah. He had is
Mm.
past and
Yes, you're
he
right.
had present.
Yes,
So,
that's right.
mm,
How
okay.
many? Look at the question. Look at the question, Anita. How
Mhm.
many?
Children did he have?
Right.
Okay, okay. Yeah, he had Asha and a daughter.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, good.
Second, people, just a second. How is this possible? Why can't I find that thing? Okay. I'm looking for some, file, but anyways, later. So why did everybody love him?
Because he was such
such
a
a happy
and
and
confident
contented man.
man.
Was a happy and satisfied person.
Hey, Faizan, you
Yes,
were going
sir.
to ask me a question. The moment they said the word contented, I suddenly thought of that word, that question you
Yes.
had. Okay, I'm going to answer that question. Good.
Yes.
It's a good day because the word contented is there in both your question and in this
Yes, sir.
context.
I will waiting for
Yeah.
this day, sir.
Okay, okay. Why did he stop work?
That time.
When did he stop work? When did he
That
stop
time
work?
He
he was
When
stopped
did
work when he was 28 years
When
old.
he was 78 years old.
This answer that you're giving me is an answer which says that he was 78, fact only, okay? This answer says a fact that he was 78. But if you said he didn't stop work until he was 78,
He was
then
78.
I would know 78, and I would also know that in your opinion, 78 is late to stop work. People normally stop work earlier. Okay. So he didn't stop work until he was
He was
78. What was his secret to a long life?
His secret to
His
long life
secret to
was a
Long
glass
life,
of
a glass
a
whiskey
of
glass
whiskey
before going to
before
bed
going to
and
bed.
lot of fish
and
and
lots
chips.
of fish and chips.
Lot of fish and chips.
Daily a glass of whiskey at night.
You know, fish and chips, you know that fish and chips is not a very healthy dish.
Well,
Okay.
chips is it?
Fish and chips because, huh? Uh-huh.
Lots of snacks and all those things that lead to long life.
Like I said, it's the secret is in your genes. Okay. My grandfather lived until he was 101 years old. He lived until he was 101 years old.
101.
Okay. He lived until he was 101 years old. The shopkeeper. I hope you understand this until it's here because 101 is a long life. If somebody died at age 60, are we going to say my grandfather lived until he was 60? It doesn't sound very natural. It sounds like 60 is a long age. It's a very good age. All right. In a place where everybody dies at 40 or 45, if somebody died at 60, we might say, oh, he lived until he was 60, right? But in the world that we know, 60 is not a great age to live, right? So, yeah, my grandfather lived until he was 101 years old. Okay. He was a shopkeeper. Everybody understands the first sentence, I hope.
Yes, sir.
He lived until he was 101 years old.
1
He
year.
was a shop. He had a fish and chip shop in an old village. He had a fish and chip shop in an old village near a big industrial town.
Mm.
He had a fish and chip shop in an old village near a big industrial town in the north of England. Do you know?
Yeah, fish and chips off.
Yeah, fish and chip shop.
Yeah, fish and chips off is one.
Yes. Fish and chip is a dish.
Yeah.
One
is
dish. It is one dish. Fish and chip. Okay. Butter and bread. Sorry, bread and butter. Bread and butter. Bread and butter. Not, we don't say butter and bread. We say bread and butter. Okay. Bread and butter is a dish. Bread and butter. Okay. Bread and butter is my favorite, breakfast. Bread and butter is my okay.
Sir,
There is a
bread
word
and butter
industry.
is a group. That's why, sir, we will put is.
Bread and butter. Bread and
I mean,
butter
sir, fish
is a
and chip.
combination and considered alone, singular.
Yeah.
Considered singular. One unit.
Okay.
Okay.
Fish and chips is
butter.
different. The fish is different and chips is different.
For you, Anita, because you are an Indian, right? But when you are English, if you are English, fish and chips is a dish.
Okay.
You need to know the history of this dish. England, there is only one thing famous about English cuisine. There is only one thing famous about the English cuisine, and that is fish and chips.
English
Food.
this much famous.
Yeah, there only because England is not. Hey, both of you, come here. I'm not. You get up from there. You get up and come here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You can attach it to your collar. Yeah. It will catch everybody's voice.
I think it suits you, bro. You're from Texas.
Yeah, thank you. I'm used to it.
Everybody is after Nikhil. Why?
No, I don't know, sir. I appreciated you, sir.
I know.
People understand difference
I know,
between a
I know this.
statement and
I know
sarcastic
sarcasm. I know sarcasm.
statement.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, brother.
He wants to make you feel comfortable now.
Yeah.
Okay. Now he realized that we called him out,
You kicked me out.
Okay. Okay. See. Where were we? I was talking about fish and chips.
Fish
It's
and
a
chips.
cultural difference thing. Okay, guys. When you say doodh roti,
Yes, sir.
there are two items, but doodh roti खाए थे. Doodh roti sounds like one thing or two things.
One thing.
Okay, maar bhat खाएंगे. Maar bhat are two things, but we consider them one.
Same.
Okay, maar bhat, right? We have something like that.
Simply, sir, dal bhat.
Dal bhat. Okay, like
Totally different thing
Okay.
from different fields.
that. Yeah. Pani puri. Okay. Okay. Yes. All right. Litti chokha. Okay. Litti chokha. So there are so many such examples in our culture as well. So fish and chips is a dish.
Yes, sir.
Fish and chips is an English dish.
And it is very famous.
Very famous. England is not famous for its cuisine. Masala dosa. Yes, Shahid. England is not famous for its cuisine, but fish and chips is world famous, almost. Okay,
Have you eaten, sir?
it's famous in England.
No,
It's
I
even-
thought like when like
people who go visit England, they try this fish and chips.
okay, have you
Not
been
everybody likes
like
it. by the
have
way.
you been to any foreign country?
Never.
But you should go, sir.
For that, you need a lot of money. Not
No,
One
sir.
month back,
It
I
not
went
require
to
much
Europe.
money.
Yes, Anita, you went to Europe?
Yes, मतलब 1 month back, I went there, but I didn't see anywhere written fish and chips. I went to
You know what,
Germany,
Anita?
Paris,
People are
Switzerland.
going to take your example.
Hmm.
People will take your example.
And after that,
We are
you will
waiting, sir.
People will take example and
give it
say
secret.
say that girls have it easy. Girls have it.
Easy. What does it mean? Oh, you are too young at this.
What?
You
I
see,
didn't understand what you're saying.
like I worked all my life so hard, and I didn't get the chance to visit, Europe. You, because you're tall and beautiful, you married the right kind of person, and you got the ticket to Europe, huh? Girls have it easy. Compare my life
It's
and your
my
life.
dream.
Europe is so costly, sir.
It was your dream.
Mm,
Quite a few of my girl students, female students are in different countries living because they married the right kind of guy, So they're traveling. One is the wife of an PA of the ambassador. She's in Guyana. Okay. She's a great singer. So yeah, I'm just saying that you guys can be taken as an example that girls have it easy. Girls have an easy life, They don't need to do anything. They need to just marry the right guy and their life is well settled. Boys, because of girls. Yes, true. But I will say, yes.
It is applied for the passport and try for the European country as a teacher. You will definitely get a job and you will definitely go there.
Wow.
Maybe sir has passport. You have passport, sir?
Sorry, Baba. All this advice is coming a little too late on. Okay, now let me be honest. Okay, today, let me be honest with you guys. When I was not married, it didn't cross my mind that I could go to another country. I could visit. My ambitions have been very, very low. I'm not a very ambitious. I've never been very ambitious guy. It was only in 2012 when I met this girl from America, and she traveled all the way to Bihar Sharif to meet me, Then I realized that, okay, I could have done a few things in life, you know. I'm sorry, I'm saying it this way. This may not sound very nice to hear, that I was not a very, ambitious person. I didn't have any goals in life. I was just going with the tide, you know. I was just going with the flow. I didn't
Did
really
anyone
plan
visit
anything.
you?
Never. Okay. And I know if I had thought of these things when I was in my 20s, I could have done, because I know the kind of people who do these things.
Definitely
The-
apply for the.
I will try, I will listen to your advice, and I have this right certificates, I must tell you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
In nowadays.
Your voice is breaking.
Yes, voice is a little breaking.
Sir, girls like Rakhi and I don't know name. I don't know the name of that girl that who work on airport. They are, you know what?
If individuals will start talking, then this will become a different thing. So you have to talk through me, because now Shahid is speaking on online there, and I don't know what you guys are talking
I
about.
said girls
So
like
first,
Rakhi and a girl I don't know her name. He attended
Sarita.
a class. Sarita, no, he work on air. She works on airport.
Oh, that girl, yeah, Shweta.
One day
They
she
are,
will.
you know, they are
Shweta.
trying to evolve themselves, you know, sir. But all our girl are dependent on their husband, you know.
Let's accept the fact, okay? This world is the most cruel place when you expect fair treatment and all, okay? There are some girls, I'm not against beautiful girls or anything, okay? But there are some girls, coincidentally, they have such features that men cannot resist. Okay, some girls, imagine these blonde, golden hair, blue eyes, tall,
Blue eyes,
fair-skinned
hypnotize.
girls. All right. Yes,
They
exactly.
hypnotize, sir.
Many of them have life very easy because they have so much. Again, there is a flip side to that as well, because there's so many
There is
people
a-
attend attention, they can't decide who attention is genuine.
Sir, actually,
That's a problem too.
and this is the reason a lot of breakups happen.
Mm.
Because first girl find a guy, any one guy, he will go with her, like she will go with him, and then when it time to get married, then she will look for a husband who is
Husband
perfect.
material, not a
Yeah.
boyfriend material. They are
Yeah.
different things.
Yes, and now she will start looking for a person that she fits for her requirement, because
Right.
boyfriend was not fitting for her requirement.
Right.
Now the breakups.
I
he
have
will
to
dump
ask
you
Anita
once
a
you get a
question.
rich boyfriend, you know, sir.
Anita, I have a question for you, Anita.
Yes, sir.
Do you consider yourself lucky?
Actually, before marriage, before marriage, I saw movie. That time I thought, can I go out of India?
I
It
watched.
will be more interesting if you will say just yes or no.
Anita, do you want to say yes or no to that question? Do you
Because
consider
whatever
yourself
she
lucky?
says, she will.
No, sir, I'm not very happy in my life because I want job. I want.
What does she want now, sir? She got
It is not
everything
about
and
happiness
nothing.
or something.
Yes,
know her
I
name.
have. I
You want to
have
go Switzerland? You
everything,
want to
but
go Switzerland?
but I'm
Like,
not happy.
Ravi, just asking, are
Talk
you
to
like,
your
do
I
you
got
think
it.
husband.
Let me
are
explain.
lucky or not?
I know
He
what
will
Anita
brought a
is saying,
ticket.
and I know Anita a little bit. Okay, Anita is not one of those old-fashioned girls who will be happy doing ash on her husband's, income. She's
Yes,
someone who
sir.
wants an identity.
Mm,
She's someone who wants to do something in her own life. She wants her
yes,
own
sir.
identity as well.
Good, then we know the girls are trying to evolve themselves.
Yes, and yes, another girl in her position would have considered herself very lucky. Another girl, a girl who has a very typical traditional mentality, my husband will earn, I will just be the queen, she would have been very happy, in her place. Okay. But because her personality, Anita's thinking is that I want to do something of my own. I want to make
Yes,
something of my life.
yeah, correct. Yes,
So
I
no
want
matter what her
to.
husband
But you know,
brings,
sir,
she wants to.
there's one more thing to be happy. You know, less desire.
With what we said, lucky thing, sir. That the question that you asked was, this is why she's not saying yes, I'm lucky. This is why she's not saying I'm lucky, because lucky means she will have what she wants. She
Yeah.
did not say that I want to travel to Europe and that's all my life. I want to be the queen on my husband's. It's not what she dreamt. She wanted
Yeah.
her
But
own career.
I can only say, sir, that appreciate it what you have, sir. Lots of desire is not good for
Right.
me.
That's a different thing. Don't say or don't assume that people who want to have a career of their own are not appreciating having the husband they have. Okay, or having a husband
Not
of
the husband,
can
sir.
provide.
Things, I said things, sir.
I agree. I understand. We should all be grateful for what we have in our lives. Yes, it doesn't mean we should not have dreams. Look at me. Because I didn't have dreams, I didn't have ambitions. I didn't really make it big. Okay. But you guys are young. If you have a right
But
ambition,
sir, let me know when you plan for Thailand or something. I can join that.
Sir, you wanna go Thailand, sir?
if I ever went abroad, my companion would be my wife.
Wife, I understand.
But you can't enjoy too much, sir.
In Thailand, don't go with
You
don't go
are
with your
19
wife.
years old. You are telling me whether I will enjoy it or not.
Sir, I have a suggestion for
You
you,
have
sir. If
heard these things only. You have to see things
don't go
for
with your wife,
yourself
sir.
first.
You will get there.
Different for different people.
He is too young and too eager to express himself from his perspective.
So you think that I won't be happy if I go with my wife.
Sir, you will not enjoy if you will go with your wife.
Totally.
Thailand.
I will have more fun if I go with boys. It will be more fun if you go with them. No, it depends. There are some men who will be very unhappy if they go with their wives. It is
Sir,
true.
there are
You're
lots
right.
of girls to make
I'm
you
not one
happy
of
there,
those
sir.
men. That's it. That's the perspective I put. Yeah, I know. I understand where you're coming from. But why do you think all men come in one basket? They are different, I'm not
You
one
are
of
not
those who
different,
will
sir.
enjoy
You are not
with my
different,
friends
sir.
and leaving my wife behind. I would like to make memories with my wife so that when we are old, we can talk about these things. Okay.
You are not
Okay,
different,
that
sir. Don't put yourself that you are very good husband,
I'm just saying that I would not like to go abroad without my wife. This is one experience that I would like to have with my wife. See,
if you will go if you will go anywhere, you can go with your wife, but not in Thailand, sir. But you will get too many there.
I know where you guys going, but let's end that topic and let's come back to this. Okay.
I want to go Thailand, sir.
Yeah. Do it before you're married.
Yeah. But if I get married, I will not tell my wife that I'm in Thailand,
I don't know how many of you remember that video of a Bihari journalist coming out of a room saying,
Many
don't know.
many people went after marriage. Husband wife went Thailand. No, but only bachelor is good for Thailand.
Yeah, we are not saying that, Anita, that only Thailand is only for bachelor. But if you have wife, you can't enjoy very well, because if you will feel bad. You don't want to deceive your wife,
Exactly. Listen, a city has a lot of things.
Yes, sir. One aspect, they all know that.
I listen that Thailand is good for bachelor, but
Yeah, good for me.
It is good for family people as well. There is a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
my Devar and my Devrani also go there. Went there after marriage. I don't know what is the experience. I don't know because I don't know.
I know. It suits me. But you can
this
also
distance. The thing is, it catches your voice whether it is there from there. Even if when you speak, this mic will catch your voice properly.
because it is of 11,000.
Yes. 11,000 for this tiny thing. Yes.
I have headset, like wired headset, that is of 15,000.
15,000 wired.
Huh? That will cost me 25,000. I don't have such money to invest on.
So, fish and chips. Now, I would like to highlight this industrial town, industrial. Sometimes when words in English has small difference in spelling, they confuse students a lot. Have you heard the word industrious?
Yes,
Industrious,
yes.
industrial and industrious. Okay, the difference is industrial means where you have industries,
Yes.
industrial, and industrious
Yes.
refers to hard work. So a person can be industrious. Okay.
But this is industrial, right? Okay.
So industrial city,
Mhm.
industrial field like this. Okay,
Mhm.
industrial whatever. An industrious person means hardworking person.
Yes.
Something who is industrious is hardworking.
Industrious. Okay, and I was asking, sir, that if I had written this, then I had written near a big industrial town. Like I did not mention that comma over there. Like when he had mentioned comma, so how the sentence is breaking, I don't understand.
No. Forget about those things about your comma and idea. Just keep observing the way these things are written. These things are not learned when you become an adult. I must honestly tell you, these things are learned when you're a young child.
Yes.
Nobody highlights that. All you do is observe. You don't need to be spoon-fed these things, okay? You keep observing and slowly we'll see that you are following the same thing. He had a fish and chip shop in an old village near a big industrial town in the north of England. Sometimes you can have the commas between invert adjectives as well. So when you're writing 3, 4 adjectives, you can put commas before the adjectives, okay? So he had a fish and chip shop in an old village near a big industrial town in the north of England. He had a son and a daughter. The daughter is my mother. The family lived above the shop. In those days, fish and chips was the most popular dish in the whole country. My grandfather made the best fish and chips in the area. People came to the village by bus, especially to get them. To buy.
मतलब खरीदने के लिए या खाने के लिए.
Fish and chips.
Yes.
Okay. Fish and chips is a dish. So it is a dish. It is. Fish and chips is. Okay. They came to buy fish and chips. We are using them here. We don't mean to say just one dish, fish and chips here. Means a lot of fish and chips. That's why we are saying them. I'm not saying it is uncountable. Okay. So how do I say guava and guava, you understand? So that's how people came to get them. People came by bus to buy fish and chips. Everybody loved my grandfather because he was such a happy and contented man. Everybody loved my grandfather because he was such a happy and contented man. A contented person does not feel that he lacks a lot of things in his life.
Sir, I have question, sir.
Yes, Faizan.
Sir, people came to...
Faizan, just let me repeat this line. A contented man does not feel that he doesn't have many things in his life. He feels happy that he has what he needs.
Sir, are you contented?
I think I am. That's why you see me not really worrying a lot about views, likes,
Foreign
money,
countries,
Thailand, cars, my wife says I'm a lazy man.
Russian.
Hello.
Okay.
Sir, people,
Faizan, what was your question?
Yes, sir. People came to the village by bus, especially to get them. In this sentence, sir, we talk about past, na?
Yes.
But, sir, I didn't understand, sir. To get them, to got them. Why we don't say to got them?
Okay, Faizan. It's good that you are still part of the elementary class because, you really need to learn these things. And now that you're paying attention, I will say, look, normally what happens, students, I think I know. I don't need to make this comment. Students need to first of all feel comfortable with the language, then they start to learn. Now, Faizan feels comfortable with the language, so he learns grammar now. So to get them, why not to got them? Okay, he wants to go. He wanted to went or he wanted to go? Because the tense only affects the verb which is after the subject. Okay, the tense affects the verb after the subject. And after that verb, there are other verbs which we call infinite now. Infinite verb, okay? And they are independent of tense. Let me give another example. I like watching TV. I liked, past tense, watching TV.
Yep.
My grandfather liked watching TV.
Watching TV.
You will like watching TV. So watching TV is independent of tense. Like will follow tense. Okay, because that is after the subject. So in a sentence, there is a verb for the subject, and that verb follows the tense or is impacted by the tense.
You're
rules.
both
Like
Mac.
came, sir.
I think you're both Mac is catching the voice. That's why your voice is repeating.
Oh, hello guys. Is it all right, or you guys are having problem with my audio quality? People, Shahid Afridi is saying that perhaps because I'm speaking and there are two mics close, so maybe you guys are getting to hear two voices or louder voice. I don't know. What's
Not
the problem,
louder,
Shahid,
but
and other people?
it's repeating, sir. Your voice is repeating.
Okay, it's echoing.
Twice.
It's echoing,
Echo
right?
is there.
Yeah.
Okay, it's echoing. All right. How many people have this problem that they hear my voice in echo or echo? They hear the echo of my voice. I'm
Now
just
it's
muting
fine.
all of you. Okay. So what
I don't-
happens sometimes? It is not because of my mic. Sometimes what happens when a student's mic is on, it also happens.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Whenever they are on a speaker and they
especially when they are on the
Yes.
speaker, because the speaker and the mic feeds the speaker's voice, that's why. Okay, so as I was saying about
watching TV.
infinite. Okay, so there are verbs which are independent of tense. I enjoy playing cricket. When I was a child, I enjoyed playing cricket. Playing is independent. Okay, so it doesn't matter what tense is. Tense will only impact the verb after the subject. So my dear, people came, that's all. People came to the village by bus to, okay. In unit 10, we study infinitive of purpose. Why do people come to STC? Why do people come to STC? To learn English. To learn English. Why do people go to bed? To sleep. Why do people go to the bathroom? To have a shower. Okay. Why do they go to school? To study. So why did people come to village? To get
fish and chips.
Fish and chips my grandfather cooked. Right? So this has nothing to do with tense. Whatever tense, my grandfather came to scold me. He came to see me. He will come to see me. See? So it is independent of tense. It has nothing to do with tense. I hope you understood, Faizan.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everybody loved my grandfather. Everybody loved my grandfather because he was such a happy and contented man. Contented means he is not unhappy that he doesn't have this, he doesn't have that in his life. There are so many people, they're not happy. They have a lot of complaints. They don't have this, they don't have that. They are not contented. Opposite is contented. I have what I need. I'm happy, contented. In Hindi we say?
Actually, the satisfied person.
Satisfied, right? Santusht.
अपने
Okay, contented.
अपने धन से स्थिर है, ज्यादा बका नहीं
Whatever,
रहा है.
I'm looking for just one word. Which word will you use?
Santusht.
Santusht insan.
Satisfied.
Okay. Yeah, he was such a happy and contented man. He worked hard, but once a week he closed the shop and went to have lunch, not fish and chips, with friends in the local pub.
Okay.
He closed the shop and went to have lunch with friends in the local pub. He didn't retire until he was 78 years old. He didn't retire until he retired very late. He retired very late. He said that the secret to a long life was a glass of whiskey before going to bed and lots of fish and chips. So if you have any other question, you are welcome.
I do not have, but you told like about the contented. Someone has some other question. Like you told na contented when he told then you
Sir,
told okay.
actually, when
No,
I
sir.
search the meaning of contented in the dictionary, then sir, there was two sentences, sir, and I already sent you personally, and I didn't understand, sir, the sentence.
Okay,
You will get the hint.
I'm helping. I am not going to be contented. I'm not going to be
Hindi of contented, only santusht is the main.
Yes, I'm not going to be contented unless I destroy the whole family.
You are such a bad person.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. Got it. So what does that mean? It means there is revenge in my heart. And that fire, okay. That's the sentence Faizan told me. That sent me.
No, sir.
He's not going. I know. I remember. He's not going to be contented until he upsets everyone in the office.
Okay.
He's not going to be
contented
until he upsets
everybody in the room.
So I thought to help him understand this sentence, I make another heavier sentence.
Yes.
I think Faizan has already understood without me explaining what it means.
Yes, sir.
Faizan?
Actually, I didn't have any doubt for meaning, sir. I know what is the sentence translate in Hindi, but sir, I have another question. I want to know, sir, when we said he won't be contented until, and then sir, he is use is. That's why, sir, I question you when we say he is a boy or he is a girl, but sir, after, when we use in verb, he is going, he is playing, but sir, in this sentence there is no person only, sir, he is upset. That's why, sir, I have a question. Why use after is only upsetting, or anything else can they use? I didn't understand. That's why.
My dear Faizan, upset is an irregular verb. The V2 of upset is upset. The V3 of upset is upset. And this he's upset is he has upset. Until he has upset everyone. Okay. Please
And sir,
understand.
in this sentence, sir, you told just a little moment before. In this sentence, sir, same rule applies, sir. When we use he won't be contented, and after that, all verb is simple present tense.
Okay, listen. Listen to some basic sentences. Okay, I will not watch TV until I do my homework. I will not watch TV until
I do my homework.
Some people also say, I won't watch TV until I have done my homework. Until I have
done my homework.
To emphasize finishing, okay. I won't watch TV until I do my homework. Okay. I won't watch TV until I have done my homework. Both of them have the same meaning. It's just that when you say until I have done, you are saying that once you want to finish and then you will watch TV. Now listen to this one. I won't come back until I meet Shah Rukh Khan. I won't come back. All right. I won't come back until I have met Shah Rukh Khan. Okay? हाँ, दोनों में एक ही बात है. तो वो थोड़ा सा समय लगेगा, दोनों पहचान जाओगे। अभी दोनों में कोई फर्क नहीं है, दोनों में मीनिंग एक ही है। योर गोल इज टू मीट शाहरुख खान, ओके, एंड देन यू विल कम बैक, ओके। बिफोर दैट यू वॉन्ट, I will not be contented until I have destroyed the whole family. Until
I have destroyed the whole family.
I will not be contented until I destroy the whole family. Okay, there isn't any difference in meaning. All right, in both the sentences, your aim is to destroy the family, and then you will be contented. You will be okay. I'm now relaxed. I've achieved what I have to.
Okay, so basically, it is both are grammatically correct. So after until the present tense
Simple.
also
Or
can
present
be there
perfect.
and present perfect.
Doesn't matter.
Yes.
Sir,
he
when you have 4 Russian in your swimming pool, then you are contented. Like is my
He is still in his dreams.
भाई
He's
साहिल,
building castles.
भाई को ठंडा पानी पिलाओ एंड बोलो घर पे कोई आसपास ना जाए।
He has lost his mind, sir, I think.
Did you hear his example? You won't be contented until you have 4 Russians in your swimming pool.
He always makes
Not one.
fun of us.
Yeah.
ठीक है भाई।
Tell him.
Sir, you know what? I don't care what people are thinking, but my dream is totally different from this fucking world, sir.
I totally understand, and we understand that. Listen, guys are people are individuals, and he is a different person, and we don't judge it, right? Because you're friendly, we also like having fun. If you were somebody who takes things otherwise, we wouldn't make jokes, okay?
Yeah,
So we make jokes because you are like that with us, friendly, so don't worry about it. I personally, I can guarantee that, okay, people who don't say anything can do very dangerous things.
Yes.
I know. Okay, those who try to look like babas, they can do
A lot of things.
a lot of dangerous things. And those who say it so much, at least they are not going to shock you with their behavior, okay? So that's fine. I'm fine with that. As I was saying, he won't be contented until he has upset. He is upset means he has upset. This apostrophe S is has. This apostrophe S is has.
He has upset.
Until he has
Okay,
upset
sir.
everyone in the office. So एक जब तक सबका मूड खराब नहीं करेगा ना, ये शांत नहीं होगा।
He will not stop.
Sorry, he will not stop, right? Yeah. Got it?
He has upset everyone in the office.
In the office.
Yes.
Don't worry. Keep working hard. Just I hope that you have time to watch the recordings, do your homework, listen to the audio files, because I noticed that you are very sincere in the class. A little bit extra time outside the class and you are absolutely fine. Nothing to worry at all.
Okay, sir.
Now, we have finished the text. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, we will move on to the grammar part.
Is it a rule, or are you supposed to talk like this, like the word get plus VP?
Get
Plus VP.
there are so many patterns. Okay, it's one of them.
Means it is true.
Yeah, correct. Grammar spot, articles. Find examples of the definite article the and the indefinite article an in the text. Find examples first of all. Okay, so underline, highlight, use the highlighter, 2 different highlighters if you have, one for the and the other for an.
It is main book, right?
It is the main book. There are a few examples with the article, the definite article the, and with the indefinite article. You don't have a pencil.
Yeah.
People have it.
Thank you.
It's a good idea to have a highlighter, I must tell you, sometimes, because you never know when you're looking back at the book, those highlighted parts are easy to pay attention to. Yeah.
If you are a hard worker, you have to reach all the.
No. Some certain parts, they need your attention again and again.
So where do you told to highlight?
In the text.
Yeah, what?
The text, the story.
articles.
You have to read the sentences in the text. The story that we read, grandfather's shop.
We are doing for this grammar spot.
Yes, yes. You're not getting it. You have to read the text that we just read, and
Okay.
there find the examples of the definite article the and the indefinite article an.
Okay. Use of the and use
Yeah,
of
just
the.
highlight it.
Okay.
Highlight it. Shall I do it with you guys?
Yes. Did not answer, I cannot see anything. It is the marker.
Okay, everyone. Let's start. The first paragraph. He was a shopkeeper. He was
A shopkeeper.
He had a fish
A
and
fish and
chip
chip
shop
shop. An old village
in an old village
In
near a
an
big
old
industry.
near a big industrial town. He had a son and a daughter.
In the North England. Okay.
He had a son and a daughter.
Daughter.
The daughter
The
is
daughter
my
is
mother.
my
The
mother.
daughter is my mother.
Family
He
live.
had a son
The
and a daughter.
family
He
lived.
had a son and a daughter. The daughter is my mother. Okay.
And the family lived.
The family lived above the shop.
I know you guys have found good examples, good number of examples. Now, what do you notice about these phrases? He came by bus, have lunch, going to bed. Neither definite article nor indefinite article. Okay, just no articles. By bus, have lunch, to bed. Okay. Now we are going to read the rules in grammar reference 4.2 on page number 146. Forty-five, 46, yeah. Okay, 45 and 46.
Sir, remove this red line, sir.
Okay, I'm going to. In English, I know you were saying it very politely, your tone was very polite, but in English, sometimes the tone doesn't do enough. You need to put the word please. Remove the red lines, please.
Please.
Or sometimes
Sir,
you have to go with a could you?
Could you please?
Can you?
Yeah. Can you? Could you?
Yeah.
We use the word could when we are offering something or requesting.
Sir, but
Yes.
if your tone is good, that and you are
I
showing
totally understand where you're coming from. In India, it's not going to bother anybody, honestly speaking. Okay. In India, it's not going to bother anybody. But people who are not from India, who are from foreign countries, they might say that you did not use the word please. They might think you did not use the word please, even though your tone was quite polite. So they will think that you are being assertive, you are ordering them. Okay, they might have that
Sometime I
feeling.
feel like I generally use please, but sometimes like I feel like, can you do this? So again, I
To
feel
friends and
I-
family, or to people who are close to you, that's totally fine. With me, I won't mind it at all, okay? But if you're talking to somebody else and you drop the word please when you're asking them to do something, it will be considered rude.
Yes.
Remember that.
I always,
okay?
sir, I always say please in front of her.
If you,
One shot is what he told?
in front of her.
In front of her. Okay, okay. He always says, please don't go.
And many other things. The indefinite article a or an is used with singular countable nouns. The indefinite article a or an is used with singular countable nouns. The indefinite article a or an is used with singular and countable. Singular countable. Remember, you cannot use it with plural, you cannot use it with uncountable. Singular, countable. Basic rule. An is used with singular and has to be countable. Okay. To refer to a thing or an idea for the first time. Okay. We have a cat and a dog. We have a cat and a dog. There is a supermarket in Adam Street. He had a son and a daughter. He had a shop in a big industrial town. So when you're saying something for the first time, when you mention an idea or a thing for the first time, you use a or an. The definite article the is used with singular and plural, countable and uncountable, everything. Remember that. That's the biggest difference. And can only be used with singular, countable. The can be used with singular, plural, countable, uncountable, all of them. When both the speaker and the listener know what is being talked about.
Yes.
Basic rule. These two rules are the most basic rule.
Yes.
A and are used with singular countable nouns. The can be used with all kinds of nouns, whether singular or plural, whether countable or uncountable, doesn't matter. But what is the condition? The speaker and the listener should both know what is being talked about.
Like if we say that we had a car, then we can go, the car was this, the car was that.
Take a look. We have a cat and a dog. We have a cat and a dog. The cat is old. Which cat? The cat that I mentioned?
Yes.
The listener knows which cat I'm talking about. The cat is old, but the dog is just a puppy. Which dog? The dog that I just told you about.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to the supermarket. Now, if I say I'm going to the
Supermarket.
and if I'm directly saying I'm going to the supermarket, first line to you, I'm going to the supermarket. Okay. What could it mean?
It is very famous.
The one you know. I don't know famous. The one you know. And suppose you don't. Then you say, what do you mean? Which supermarket? Okay. I hope you understand. Suppose I said to my wife, I'm going to the supermarket. All right. This is which supermarket? All right. Understand? So it is possible that you think that the listener knows. So you put the word the, and the situation is that listener doesn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. It's possible. Okay. I'm going to the supermarket. Do you want anything? We both know which supermarket. So when people say like this, you know, things like this, I'm going to the supermarket. Do you want something? All right. It means the listener knows which supermarket, the one that they usually go to or whatever.
Yeah.
How the listener knows can vary. There could be a lot of different reasons why the listener knows or why the speaker thinks that the listener knows. Here comes it in a better way. The speaker chooses to use the article the, okay? The speaker uses the article the when he believes that the listener knows what he is talking about. Is that clear? When he believes that listener
knows.
Like, for example, I'll say, hey, Adnan, can you turn off the fan? Can you?
Turn off the fan.
You didn't use anything.
Why? Because I believe that you know which fan I mean. The one that is on.
Yes.
Can you please switch off the fan? All right, got it.
Right now.
So,
No,
so
don't take
the
it seriously.
speaker uses the article the when he believes that the listener knows. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Good.
Indefinite article. First two rules, basic rules are clear. Okay, now let's go into the details. Indefinite article. With professions, now tell me, do I have to tell you or you're already used to it? Rule number one.
Used to it.
I'm a teacher. She's an architect. You're a housewife. Are you learning it for the first time today or you're used to it already?
We are used to it.
So this is what I have been doing, trying to teach you a lot of things without teaching the rule. Okay, you're used to saying, I'm a teacher, I'm a student, things like this. Okay, so we do use a or an before
Professions.
professions. Now going into the details. Going into the details. Got it. In Hindi, it is not necessary. In Hindi, you can say both. हम डॉक्टर हैं और हम एक डॉक्टर है. You can say both. हम डॉक्टर हैं, हम एक डॉक्टर है. मैं एक डॉक्टर हूँ. मैं डॉक्टर हूँ. Okay, no problems. But in English, you have only one choice. What is that?
I'm a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
Two, with some expressions of quantity. A pair, a little, a couple of, a few. Okay, we use in indefinite article with some expressions of quantity. Yeah, I need a little sugar in my tea, if you don't mind. All right, I need a couple of, okay, packets of ice cream, let's say candles. A pair of shoes, a few
Shirts.
Okay, shirts. I'm thinking of buying a few shirts. So guys, do not use these expressions of quantity without a, right? Number three, with some expressions of frequency. With some expressions of frequency. Once a week, 3 times a day, 4,000 rupees a month. Okay. In exclamations with, again, I don't believe that you are reading these things for the first time today. You're already used to these things because of the previous exercise. Okay. In exclamation with what a lovely day.
What a pity.
What a
Can you
pity.
scroll it a little bit?
Yeah. You want me to zoom in a little?
Yes.
Is it big enough for you? Or shall I go a little further more? Now,
The
I guess.
text was the hidden.
Oh, I don't know which part. I was reading this only. In exclamation with what plus a countable noun. What a lovely day. What a pity. What a beautiful rose. What a nice girl you are. Okay.
What a nice dress you are wearing.
And what a nice dress you're wearing. Okay.
What a nice voice. Especially
what a
night.
nice voice.
What a lovely
Especially-
voice I'm hearing.
Okay. So you can use a with countable noun, that's for sure. Singular countable noun. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. In exclamation
Sir,
system.
can
Now,
you know what? I'm confused and I searched. I just want to know the
Confused?
English.
confused.
Yeah, confused, and I want to.
I'm expecting an example like from you in the sequence. Don't break your sequence for today.
Okay.
Mm,
What
okay.
are you going to say?
Sir, I
Sahil,
just
Sahil.
want to know the Hindi English of muh marna, sir.
I'm sorry to tell you
English
that when you bring idiomatic expressions, I will not be able to translate them. I can only, mu marna is not a literal expression. It's an idiomatic expression. You don't translate them. Okay. By the way, the phrase, if you are talking about in terms of relationship, okay, if a boy says to a girl, "Tumhari tarah sab jagah muh nahi marte chalte," type of thing, then in English you will be say, "I'm not going around sleeping. I'm not going sleeping around like you. I don't go sleeping around like you." क्या phrase मैंने use कर दिया? Sleep around. Okay. Okay. अगर थोड़ा कम हल्का बोलना है, तो fool around. Okay. Some people just go fooling around. Okay. They don't have any purpose in life. Some people just go fooling around. तो मैं जो idea feel आया वहां से तो मैंने translate किया, लेकिन उसके words की नहीं translation होनी है, because they are idiomatic expressions. Okay. So जो कुछ दिन पहले 2 days ago I think I might have said this कि अचानक से बीच में आपके हिंदी expression आ जाता है.
Yes,
ये नहीं आना चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं सोचना चाहिए आपको. आपको मुंह मारना तब सोचना हो जब आप इंग्लिश सुन रहे हैं कि क्या कुछ ऐसा सुना है जो शायद मुंह मारना जैसा हो. आप मुंह मारना से वहां तक नहीं जाओगे. आप इंग्लिश सुनते समय कुछ ऐसे एक्सप्रेशन पढ़ सकते हो, सुन सकते हो, which will make you think ये मुंह मारना जैसा सिमिलर साउंड कर रहा है कॉन्टेक्स्ट की वजह से. So you learn when you are listening, okay? And I will not be able to translate idiomatic expressions this way at all. Like I said, I can go with F word instead of sleeping around. I can use the F word around. Okay, so that will sound very, very,
the same thing.
Yeah, just in terms of intensity. So तीन words मैंने दिए. एक कहा fooling around, sleeping around, और एक कहा effing around. Okay. तो सारे के सारे यूज कर सकते हैं, but intensity change हो रही है. Okay.
I love to use sleeping around.
Okay.
Which is my friend.
You didn't say that before, Nikhil.
No, I'm saying sleeping around. I did not say any F word. My
Yeah,
friend, like
you didn't say
You
that
have some
before.
friends who go sleeping around, they don't care about their
I
life.
have
They
a
don't
lot
have
of
any,
friends.
they don't have any serious purpose in life, right?
Why you every time?
I don't know that.
You know when to say nice to meet you.
Sorry, I won't do it.
Definitely.
And can you please zoom out a little bit, sir? The pixels are breaking.
Absolutely. Definite article. The definite first of all, we learned 4 rules about the indefinite articles. 1, professions, which we are very familiar with. 2, we use indefinite article a or an with some expressions of quantity. 3, we use them with frequency, and 4, we use them in exclamation expressions as well. Okay. All right. Now come to definite articles. Before seas, rivers, hotels, pubs, theaters, museums, and newspapers. Now, I know teachers will say this very easily, but students have a tough time trying to memorize things like this. Okay, they will not remember whether this word was there or not. Okay. And I know, I've been there. Okay, so I know this, the problem. What I will tell you is, don't learn the rule, learn the examples. The examples will guide you. If you are used to saying the Taj is a hotel.
Yes.
But you say the Taj. The Ritz is a hotel, but you say the Ritz. So before hotels, we say it's clear because of an example.
Yes.
Okay. The next thing, seas, you say
the red ocean.
Okay. Ocean, sea is very much the same. The Pacific Sea,
Yes.
okay. The Atlantic. So don't you say the Atlantic all the time? And because you say the Atlantic all the time, there is a rule, obviously. Why are you saying the Atlantic? It means before seas, you need to use the article, the, okay, definite article. Next. The next thing is rivers. Do you say the Ganga, the Thames, the Thames? Okay, so we use the hotels. I just gave you example. Pubs. I mean, we don't have many pubs here, so forget about it. Theaters. Okay, the Rose and this and that. The Kisan, the Kumar. Okay, we say the Kisan. There is a movie showing at the Kisan. It's a very nice movie. Okay, I don't know. I was just making an example.
Jawan in Kisan.
I don't know.
The people are appreciating a lot of
Okay, movies have become a very political subject these days. Just avoid it. Okay. I'm so scared to discuss movies in my class because movies have become so political in nature. Okay. Anyways, what was I saying? The Kisan, the Kumar, the Nal, okay, the Ajanta. All right. Next, museums and newspapers, the Times of India, the Hindu, okay.
The Ajanta, the
like
Ellora.
this. Yes. Go ahead. The Atlantic, the British Museum, the Times, the Ritz.
I don't know what Ritz. Okay, maybe
a
it is
hotel.
foreign.
It's a
Is it in India?
no, it's an international chain hotel.
Okay.
You will find the Ritz everywhere. In all big cities, there will be the Ritz.
Actually, I have not been to any foreign country. That's
But
why
it
I
is a
don't-
city. It's a just a like chain restaurants,
Yes,
chain hotels.
I understand.
Okay. If there is only one of something, the sun, the queen, the government, and that's why when I say the government, you know which government I'm talking about.
There's only one. Yeah.
All right. When I say the sun, you know which sun I'm talking about. The queen, all right. In that country, of course, okay. Now, with superlative adjectives, the richest man in the world, because it has to be one, the richest,
Yes.
okay. The oldest in the class, okay,
Yes.
one, all right. And we have been using the before superlatives, haven't we? It's not a new idea.
Yep.
Okay.
We were.
No article. We do not use articles when we talk about plural nouns and uncountable nouns, when we are talking about things in general. Girls are more talkative than boys. No articles. Girls in general, boys in general. Teachers are egotists.
Egotic.
Okay. They love talking about themselves. Teachers, they love talking about themselves. They talk a lot about themselves. Unfortunately, I'm no exception. Okay.
Yeah,
I was always like that.
Because they don't have to go anywhere, and they don't go anywhere. They have their students.
I was
So
an egotist even before I was a teacher. I love talking about myself, but I try and control not to let you guys be bored, talking about myself all the time. But yeah, I know. And sometimes some students push the teachers. Please talk about it.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. I was about to ask something. The person she came from America to meet you here in Bihar.
This is why. This is why.
I don't know if everyone knows, but I did.
All the way from America
Okay.
to
The guy you were talking about in the office. There was this guy who told you that perhaps you studied here. I think he was here in the institute back then.
Okay.
In 2012 or 13, he came. I don't remember. She was here in 2012. I'm talking about that guy who he knows I'm talking about. I think he was also here in 2013, and he was in a group of friends here, Dhanraj and some others.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
having those friends.
So they were traveling with us everywhere. Dhanraj was very close. He was very nice. But every good thing comes to an end.
Obviously.
Okay. They picked up a fight, the guys among themselves.
Okay.
Yeah, for some stupid reasons, And back then I was not very good at handling things, I guess. So I didn't handle it very well. I said to all of them, get lost. Never come, never show your face to me and stuff like that. Okay. You see what happens. You guys, if you're a senior, by the way, if I give you that feeling that you guys are seniors here, then you're not supposed to bully the juniors. You're supposed to look after them. All right. When you start to bully them, that's when things become very, very bad, So there was this, I now suddenly remember this story. There was a boy. He was very nice. He was very gentle. He didn't like having a fight, or he was easily scared. He was timid type, okay? And these guys were bothering him, sitting on my chair in my office. And he was very nervous. He thought that if these guys can sit in the teacher's chair, then they are definitely something here. And the way they threatened him, when I got to know about it, I said, you misused my chair to threaten somebody in my office. Never show me your face, get lost. That was 2014 this happened. So it is 2023, 9 years ago, this story. Suddenly now I remember this. Okay. Abhishek, that guy's name was, who was bullied by
I don't know.
Dhanraj was very nice. Otherwise, he was a very nice guy. I really liked him.
Actually, I don't know Dhanraj also, but
He was everywhere with me.
I had listened his name.
Yeah, Dhanraj was everywhere with me, with Sarah as well. We went to Pahari, we went to Nanda College. He was always with her and with us. He spent so much time in my house as well. He was a very nice guy. I really liked him. But just because of this, anyways. And he picked up a fight with another guy as well.
But you did not tell me like who and why she came here to meet.
She came to meet me because I was her friend. That's all.
you were her friend or
Yeah.
like
Just
you
a
were the
friend.
teacher
Of
of her?
course, nah, she was American.
That time,
Okay,
that time you were married, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and she was your friend on Facebook, sir.
No, no.
Then
She was
Your
on.
wife
We
didn't
met
get
at a
jealous, sir?
we met at a language. Nobody was jealous. Nobody was upset.
yeah, you met at language.
We met at a language exchange site
Okay,
where
okay.
she was learning Hindi and
But
You were
I thought, okay, we could exchange language and we talked to each other and we became good friends. We spent about 6-7 months talking to each other.
sir,
And
even
then
though
planned to come.
she got jealous, you will not talk about that things that my wife got jealous.
My wife was friends with her as well. Actually, before she was a very nice woman, Sarah. People have their own perception about everything. Okay, bias, what we call.
Sir.
So before she came, she talked to my wife on maybe 5-6 occasions. Okay. And she said that she was planning to come and everything. And she wanted to know because she knew I was a married guy. She wanted to make sure how my wife was feeling about it.
Yes.
She didn't want to come if my wife would be uncomfortable with that. Okay. She talked to my mom, my brother, everybody.
I know you're a
And she
killer,
said that
bird.
she also talked to her dad about it, that she was going to Bihar, Bihar in India. And Bihar has a very bad reputation. So her father, after talking to her 2 days later, he said,
So she is like she is or she was like she was Indo-American or she was
she was American, a blonde, fair complexion, blue-eyed, golden hair girl. Okay. But she was very Indian at heart.
Okay, so like she like came to Bihar Sharif, like
yes, she came to Bihar Sharif when she came to Bihar, only to Bihar Sharif. Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to know like purposely she came to Bihar Sharif from America or she was coming to India and then she came to Bihar.
No. She didn't come to Bihar Sharif just for that. She had friends in South as well. So she was in her college. She had friends from South, Chennai and other places. So she spent some time there, 4 or 5 days there as well. And her total stay was, I think, 15 days. Out of those 15 days, she was here for around 8 days in Bihar. She loved Bihar, actually, because she was learning Hindi one. And because she was that kind of person who didn't want to go to see the Taj Mahal. No interest. She didn't want to go to see the big places in India, the tourist spot. She wanted to meet local people, wanted to visit the villages, the roads, She wanted to see the real India, inside India. And that is what she saw here. So that's why she spent more time here, 8 days. So the thing is, cultural exchange is an amazing thing to do, Like I said, Bihar had a bad reputation. A lot of people told her, don't go. Yes. You never know what kind of person he is. You have only known him online, what he would do to you. You don't trust him and this, that. But she just trusted her instinct and her gut feeling. And she came and she had a great time. She said that it was the most unforgettable experience for her being in Bihar for 8 days. And all those things that she experienced here, the seminar, the students, mostly my students, they asked her so many silly questions. Some of them checked her English, What is the difference between phobia and mania? She said, what is the connection that you are asking me the difference? If I ask you the difference between a monkey and a tiger, what would you think of me? If I ask you what is the difference between monkey and a tiger, what would you think of this question? I said, you won't understand why they're asking this question. This question has not come up in their mind. It is a question borrowed, like everybody talks about it, phobias and manias. So it was very fun, I think that I should be
hello,
it should happen more often, we should have more people. There was this guy from he was a man, he was coming to Bihar, but then somehow his plan got cancelled. I invited him to Bihar Sharif, to my house. I said, you could stay here for some days. And he was a good teacher of English, So I thought, but again, his plan got cancelled at the last moment. I think it's
it
a
is
great
7
thing.
past 30.
Yes.
Fazan.
So I would say, you guys should just maybe you can do it online. You guys can go and represent your country in a nice way. But the problem is, if you start flirting with your identity, Indian identity, then that will be bad.
It will be bad for our country.
Read the grammar rules, grammar reference rules. There are only 3-4 rules here, and trust me, you have already known everything practically. Okay, we are just saying that we have talked about it here in the course as well. Otherwise, you guys have been using these expressions. Tell me yes or no. At home, in bed, at work, go to work, and all these things. So just go through these things on your own. And the next page in the practice book can be your homework now.
Hello,
The
hello.
next page in the yes.
You know what?
That will be
Whatever
your
I
homework.
say, take it as a joke. Everyone, I'm saying.
Yeah, bro. We took it as a joke.
Don't
Nobody's
worry.
gonna take this.
Okay.
Don't
All
worry,
right,
bro.
everyone, enjoy your weekend, and
Okay,
let's
sir.
meet
Bye bye. And hope for the match, sir.
tomorrow.
That
We will
might,
win. So don't worry. We have
sir.
to meet in the
But,
final again.
but there's a chance of
Rain,
okay.
rain again.
Yeah,
I don't want
80%
rain
chance
again.
of rain. Okay, then we'll talk about after match.
It's later. Yep, sure. Bye bye,
Okay, sir.
everybody.
Bye bye. Bye
Bye,
bye.
Good
sir.
night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.